Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK come out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. This is 1969. We belong to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know who they are. That they are in fact the lost 12 tribes of Israel, according to the Bible. That we are the real Jews by blood. You understand? In today's class, we're going to continue on Esau's word is his destruction, part 5, because it's very important, it's very imperative for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to know who we are. That we are the lost 12 tribes of Israel, all the way from Jacob, Slakia, all the way from Judah to Issachar. You understand? That the Most High God has chosen us above all nations upon the planet. That's a precept, and I'm paraphrasing the word, paraphrasing the scriptures. You can find that in Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verses verses 19 to 20. That He's chosen us. He's given us His laws, His statutes, His commandments, what He loves and what He hates. And He did that because we are the inheritors of the world. That we are the ones supposed to put this world in order. You understand? Like the second book of Ezra said that Salakia, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning, the what comes after. Because right now this world is given unto the wicked, like the book of Job said, and the wicked is that bastard, the oppressor, the Edomites, that Esau, you understand, the so-called white man, the European man. Because the world is falling to pieces as it should, you understand, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. And that's a prophecy for Christ coming back, you understand? But it's important for blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians to know who we are. Because we know that we are the lost 12 tribes of Israel, being that we are God's chosen people, it makes sense. It makes sense for every other nation in the world, especially in America, because America is a melting pot. That's why it's spiritually Babylon, because all manners of people come to America. You understand? You got the Africans that's over here living lavishly, being successful. You understand? You have the East Indian coming over here to America, living lavishly, being successful. You understand? The Chinese, the Japanese, the Arabic, all manners of people are living in America, and you know what? They're successful. They're living their best lives in America. They're in a state of heaven. They're in a heavenly state living in America. But you know who's down? The so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man is down because all these other nations of people that come to America, they follow the blueprint of our oppressor, the so-called white man, is to put their knee on our neck to make sure we stay down, to depend on them for food, to depend on them for shelter, just to depend on them. You understand? Because it will make sense why these other nations hate us. Because you know we're the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Understand? And they follow the blueprint after these people who we call the so-called white man, the European man, the American, who was really an Edomite, and his forefathers Esau, because Esau's name got changed to Edom because he wanted to eat raw meat. You understand? He gave up his birthright. But we're going to get into it right now. We're going to get into the book of Rome, the book of Romans, chapter, the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13, and it reads, as it is written. And again, when it says as it is written, because this is Paul. The book of this is one of Paul's many books that's in the New Testament. And when it says as it's written, Paul's going off what he had at that time, that era. You know what I'm saying? He's going off of the Old Testament because he's teaching. You know what I'm saying? He's teaching. He's an apostle of Peter. You know what I'm saying? He was under Peter, and Peter gave it to him. So Paul had the Old Testament, and he's teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians at the time. You understand? He's saying, as it's written, Jacob have I loved. And Jacob is the forefather of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Just like Esau's name was changed, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And it was changed to Israel because he wrestled an angel. And the angel admired his will and his strength. His name was changed to Israel, and Israel means the Prince of Power. So every so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man who's being kept down, who's being oppressed right now systematically in North America and the Americas, you have to understand that you are a Prince of Power. You're an Israelite. You understand? You're not a Jamaican. You're not a Haitian. You're not a Native American Indian. You're not a Seminole Indian. You're not a Puerto Rican. You're not a Dominican. You're not a Negro. I mean, you're not a Colombian. You're not a Brazilian. You're not an Argentinian. You are of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. And what you need to understand, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, that the Most High God loves you. He loves you, the nation that's not desired. The nation that's been destroyed with drugs in his neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Gang violence in his neighborhood. That's been made, that's being made, that's being programmed, being brainwashed, and being made to be being made acceptable for homosexuality. As you go on the medias and TV, you see that going on right now. You understand? All manner of wicked things our oppressor is doing to us. You know what I'm saying? When he gives us his Christianity, when he's giving us his Islam, you understand? When he's telling us that we are not the children of the lost 12 tribes of Israel and calling us an African American. You understand? Calling us an El Salvadorian. You know what I'm saying? Calling us all manner of bywords, niggas, spick, you know what I'm saying? Savage. But we are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. That's our name. We are the sons of Jacob. We are Israelites. But here's the part of the scripture you need to understand. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And Esau is Edom, whose name was changed, and these Edomites are the so-called oppressor, the white man, the European, you understand? The French, the German, the Scot, the Irish, the English, the Polish, the Swiss, the Ukrainian, the Russian, all these people. Esau, Edomites, the Most High God hates, and there's a reason for that. You understand? The Most High God did not choose Esau, because Esau is the vessel of dishonor, like the scripture said, and Jacob is the vessel of honor. How honorable is it? How honorable is it that the Most High God has bestowed upon us His ways, His laws, His statute commandments, His dislikes, His likes? You understand? He's given us His holy holidays. That's why it's imperative for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans not to celebrate their common pagan, disgusting, wicked holiday called Halloween. We already have monsters in this country that's trying to destroy us, that's trying to devour us, that has devoured us, you understand? And we're trying to raise up and lift our people, Black, Hispanics, Native American, Indians, from their customs, from their ways. And it's very, it doesn't make sense to send your kids dressed up as monsters. Dressed up as monsters to go to a stranger's house, knowing in this wicked holiday, in the history of this wicked holiday, our kids end up getting missing, being raped, being molested, being murdered. You know what I'm saying? And then you go into these strangers' house who have a record on this wicked holiday. Strangers who put blades and needles and inject the candy with toxins that kill our children. And we celebrate this holiday still. You understand? That's one thing about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We are stiff-necked people. We don't want to know the things that profit us. We want to hear sweet things. But we don't want the hard truth. We want the hard truth so we can be set straight. We want the hard truth that the white man is our oppressor. He's the devil the Bible speaks of, and he's trying to kill us, along with all these other heathen nations. You understand? And we have to gather together, like the book of Zephaniah says, gather together, nation undesired, and come out of her. Like the book of Revelation says, come out of her, and follow our ways, our laws, our statutes, commandments, because judgment is coming to North America. Judgment is coming to these heathen nations. Judgment is coming to Esau for what he's done to us. Understand? And to be safe, to be protected by the Most High God is to follow law, statute, commandments, our customs. You understand? These customs belong to us. Again, we are Jews by blood. We're not Jewish. Ish means to pertain to. I'm like if I have let's say this black pen. You know what I'm saying? I have a black pen and you have something similar to it. It's like black. It isn't black. It's black-ish, which means it's like. Every so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man, we are Jew, and we are not like. We are that by blood. We are Israelites by blood. The lost 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? We have to understand why it is like that. You know what I'm saying? Give you the reasons why his destruction is coming for what his word is. You understand? Like the scriptures say, he's a liar. If we're going to find out what he lied about, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 21. Understand who this man is and why the Most High God does not like him. You understand why he hates him. Why is it a difference between every so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man and him? This beast, this monster, this walking plague, this parasite, this cancer, this virus on the planet Earth. Understand? We were at war with each other since before the womb, and it's in our history books, the Holy Bible. You understand? The King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha, because again, in 1611, when King James, who was a black man, you know what I'm saying, and ruled out the land of Scotland, you understand, he translated correctly our history from the Hebrew and the Greek into English, and it's the first writings of our culture, the Bible, the King James Version Bible in English, because all those other Bibles were in Latin and other languages. You understand? But what's important is that we have to understand why it is the way it is. So we're going back to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 21. You understand? And it reads, And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was intrigued of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. You understand? Because this is the time when Isaac impregnated his wife Rebekah, and she was barren. She was going through pregnancy. She was going through the pains, and she was wondering why. So let's go to the second verse. Verse 22. And the children struggled throughout within her. And she said, If it be so, Why am I thus? And she went and inquired the Most High. And that's what the faithful do. That's what those who fear the Most High, follow the Most High God, they turn to the Father. They turn to the Most High God and they pray. They ask for help. They beg for forgiveness. They do. That's what any faithful servant of the Most High God does. You understand? So let's read verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. You have to understand, the word nation is synonymous with race. Race is this, like, when they say the human race, it's a lie. Race, humanity is the species. Sluck it. Humanity is the species. And there are different types of race of the species. Like, for instance, you have the feline. The tiger is the feline. The lion is the feline. The lynx cat is the feline. Even though all these different type of animals are felines, big cats, small cats, they're subsectors of what it is, different races of that type of what it is, a feline. We're all humans, but we have different nationalities, different races. We're separate. And like the scripture said right here, verse 22, it's like in verse 23, the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separate from thy bow. So you have two manner of people. You have mannerisms with me, which means we do one. We blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, according to the scriptures, the Most High God given us His law, His statutes, His commandments. We do honorable things. You understand? We are an honorable people, and even knowing that we're destroyed right now, we're out of our minds. Our minds are filthy. You understand? We take them after the heathen because we've been around them for 400 years. Even though we've been around them in our blood. And our blood is to be righteous, to be kind, to be loving, to be compassionate. And the other people, the other person, his mannerism is of wickedness, iniquity. You understand? Ungodly things. And that is the so-called oppressor, so-called white man, the European, who the Bible, who's the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? Well, let's keep reading. Salakia. Salakia. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And who do you think that is? What strength is strength? See, there's a difference between power and strength. In order to acquire power, you have to be strong. Because if you give power to someone who's weak, he's going to fumble and crumble, and it will destroy him. That's like taking someone who's a buck 50 soaked wet and tell him to hold 350 pounds. He'll crumble because you know what? He's not strong. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're strong. We are the stronger. And if you look at our history, our track record in America over 500 years, 400 plus years, 500 years, we're strong because we endured the worst. We endured the worst that this beast has thrown at us, you understand? From slavery, chattel slavery, you understand? Being separated from our mother and fathers, being cut off, being beat down, being our inheritance, the slogging. Our inheritance has been beat down, but the knowledge of our inheritance being out of us, you understand? Being destroyed. Watching our fathers being raped, our mothers being raped, being killed, being lynched, being shot, you understand? And even into the modern times when they don't throw drugs in our neighborhood, the police are shooting us down. You understand? We are the only people on the planet to know how to live check by check, to do the most with little. You understand? And after all this, we still have our great entertainers, our great rappers. You understand? Our great athletes, our great minds into architect, into art, and you know what I'm saying? Into sports. You understand? We are the stronger people because we've been through so much and we still here. We resisted. Not the majority of us not knowing that we are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Key example, Harriet Tubman. There's a brother in our school. A brother in our school whose lineage is from Harriet Tubman. And that family knew that they were Israelites. Understand? And that goes to tell you, even though that small little bit of us during our captivity, you know what I'm saying, during the times of when we was running from slave master, only a few of us knew, and the rest of us didn't. But that goes to say that we were still strong because we're still here and still standing. You understand? We are the stronger. We are the stronger. They're not our oppressor. Even though he has skyscrapers, he has Macy's, he has Walmart. You know what I'm saying? He has a military, he has a government. He is still weak. He is still weak. He is still ungodly. You understand? He doesn't have the law, statute, commandments. You understand? That's why he doesn't have true power. You know what I'm saying? Because he is not the Prince of Power. That's why we have the name Israel, Yasharala, Prince of Power, because we are strong enough to hold that. We are strong enough for these laws, statutes, commandments. You understand? But let's keep reading. Salakia. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Right there. Pay attention to that part right there where it says the elder shall serve the younger, and it will let you know who's who. Let's keep reading. Verse 24. And it heard, it's lucky, and her days were to be delivered or fulfilled. Behold, and the word behold means look, observe, look, watch. There were twins in the womb. The first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called him Slocky, and they called his name Israel. Now, if you know anything about our oppressor, the so-called white man, he's not truly white. That's why we say so-called. And every so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, especially African American or the West Indians or the Haitians, whatever, and not even to say that's Slocky, because Israel's like a speckled bird, like the scriptures say. We come in all shapes and sizes, but we're called black because what we went through. We're called black because we're undesirable. The word black in the dictionary means, I believe one of the meanings mean that yuck, ill. I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, ill, black. Because we've been black, because that's how we're looked upon in this country. But we're the lost 12 tribes of Israel. We are glorious. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say we are the salt. We are the salt of the earth. We are the light. You understand? And it's important that you know that black, Hispanic, Native American man, because if you know that, you might lock it. You will stop gang banging. You will stop selling drugs. You will stop whoring out your sister. Your sisters. You will stop being a whore. You stop being a homosexual. You stop being a lesbian. Understand? You might love your brother. You're slucky. You will love your brother. You will love your sister, knowing that you're a prince of power. That we have laws and statutes and commandments, a way to live. Because the way we live is survival. Meaning, as in we attack, we don't have a culture in our history, meaning that we've been through the atrocities of the Americas, North, Central, South, and North, Central, South, and Caribbean. You understand that we really have survival tactics. You understand? We have survival tactics because we don't have a culture. We live a survival tactic lifestyle. You understand? And it's perfect how we live. Look at our ghettos. Look at the projects. Bavarios, the reservations, you understand? We live in survival tactics because we don't understand that the brother down the road that you're beefing is lucky, that the so-called, the other black man, Hispanic man, Native American man down the road that you're beefing with is not your enemy. That's your brother. That's why the scripture said, love thy enemy. He's not talking about the man that's killing you, shooting you down with the body cam. He's not talking about him. That's your enemy. Understand? Anybody that's of other race that's doing harm to you, that's an act of war. But your brother was harming you, it can be worked out because you know why? He's your brother. He's of your blood. He's of your tribe. He's of your nation. You understand? That's your brother. When you find out you're an Israelite, it means everything not to go out there and shoot your brother down, whore out your sister, destroy your own people, be a part of the systematic racism and destroying your people. You might want to throw away the drugs. Don't aim, keep your gun, but don't aim your gun at your brother. You understand? Keep it. You know what I'm saying? But don't aim your gun at your brother. Well, let's keep reading. Salakia. Oh, Salakia. It says right here, verse 25. And the first came out all red, all over and hairy like a garment. His name was Esau. That's the elder brother. That's red. The so-called white man is not white. He is red. That's his natural color. You understand? Throughout all the emotions. You understand? Throughout all the emotion. When he's happy, he's red. When he's mad, he's red. When he's sick, he's red. When he's killing you, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, he's red. You understand? He's the red man. Like the scriptures above that said, the elders, Salakia, the elders are served the younger. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't sit well with him. That don't sit well for him. You understand? So let's go to the book. Let's go a couple chapters up. Same book of Genesis. Let's go to chapter 27, verse 34, because you have to understand. You have to understand the mindset of how Esau is. You understand? Esau wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. Meaning, as he's going to tell you one thing and do another. You understand? He's going to tell you one thing and then do another. Just ask the Native American Indians. How many trees that he signed up with our Gadite brothers, our Seminole brothers, it's like not Seminole, our Reubenite brothers, Seminole Indians, how many trees did he make and break? You understand? Telling us we get this land, but keep pushing us back forward. Pushing us back forward. And so now we look at the the uh, the map of where the Native American reservations are. It's little freckles, little dots on North America. You understand? But let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 34. And when Esau heard the word of his father, he cried a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto him, his father, bless me, even also my father. Verse 34, verse 35, Salakia. This is when Isaac was on his deathbed. And it's in our custom that the father gives everything to the firstborn. You understand? Gives everything. But in some cases where that doesn't happen, where it could go to another son. And the cases are that the first son wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't proven himself that he can take the responsibility of the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture said that Israel is the most high God's firstborn, even knowing there was other nations before us. Other nations came, like for example, the nation of Ham is before us. Elam is before us, before so-called Black Hispanics and Native American Indians, meaning as they walked the earth before Judites, before somebody from the tribe of Issachar or an Ephraimite. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High God's chosen Israel. So that's one case, you understand? That someone other than the firstborn. A second case is like with the story right here, as far as Rebecca, that the Most High God can send an angel and say, no, 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 no. I choose that born, the second born, the vessel of honor. You understand? Not the vessel of dishonor. But let's keep reading. Salaki. Verse 35. And he said, thy brother came and subtile, came with subtile, subtlety, and had taken away thy blessings. Right here, in verse 35. If you go back to chapter 25, matter of fact, let's go there right now. Salakia. What we just read is saying how Esau said that his brother took away his blessing. His brother stole something from him. You understand? Salakia. Let's continue, bro. I want you to get the full understanding. Verse 36. And he said, is it not right? Is not his name Jacob? For he have supplanted me these two times. He took away thy birthright, and behold, he has taken away any of my blessings. And he said, hast thou not received any blessings from me? Now right there, that lets you know who the forefather, that lets you know why these people who are oppressing us, why we call him the devil. Because his forefather Esau is a devil, and the word devil means deceiver. Now, if you go back to chapter 25 and read how he's a liar and why he's a liar, you'll understand why the Most High God hates him. Why Esau's word is his destruction. You understand? Let's go back here, chapter We're going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and verse 29. And it said, and Jacob spot pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage. And it's red pottage, and it's red because it's raw. It's raw meat. And this is another characteristic of Edomites and Esau and so-called white people. They would eat raw meat straight off the flesh of whatever they killed, because this is how they are. They are backwoods people. They don't season their food. They would eat the raw meat of a cow they just slaughtered, or a deer they just slaughtered with blood still fresh in it. They are very vampire people. Vampires, whatever you call it. These people are disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. For I am faint, therefore was his name called Edom. And that's when his name got changed. A disgusting man eating raw meat has not been cooked, because it's a sin to eat food that still has blood dripping off it. You have to cook that meat. You know what I'm saying? Cook that meat, make sure there's no more blood in there. Let's keep reading. Salakia. And Jacob said, sell to me this day thy birthright. Verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do for me? When it says profit, that's why the Most High God's people, his servants, are called prophets. Profit means what good will do me. So when you see the prophets of the eye of the men of the Lord, in the small sanctuary where the Lord said, which is the eye as you began to command during your honor, when we call prophets, because we're going to tell you things that are good for you. We're going to tell you not to be a homosexual. We're going to tell you not to smoke. We're going to tell you not to be a whore. And so we're going to tell you not to celebrate these wicked pagan holidays. We're going to tell you to leave Islam. We're going to tell you to leave Christianity. Because none of those things prophets God shows some people. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. It's been the bane of our existence to this day. It's been the bane of us in North America and in the Americas. It's been a part of our destruction. You understand? And Esau said his birthright does not profit him. The same birthright in our traditions and our customs that the Most High God has given us, it said it should be like that. But the Most High God knew what Esau is, knew how disgusting Esau is. You understand? The Most High God said, "No, I don't want that nasty, disgusting bastard, that plague that will be upon not only on God's chosen people, but on the planet Earth." And say, I choose the young. But as you see right here, we're going to read Salakia. It says again, verse 32, and Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?" Verse 33, and Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Verse 34, and then Jacob gave, and Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentile. And he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So Esau hated his birthright. Esau hated the very thing that the Most High God set for it to be in our culture, in our traditions, in our heritage that belongs to blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. This is a profane man. This is why he's a man of sin. This is why it says right here, I'll read again, in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. It says, as is written, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated, because he hates you. The way how you act, the way how you go about, the way how you're so prideful that you think you don't need the Most High God. Everything on earth needs the Most High God. The animals need the Most High God. The plants need the Most High God. Damn sure even the gods, even the heathens need the Most High God, because everything comes from God. Everything comes from the Most High God. And this is how profane this man is, saying he despised his birthright. You understand? But we're going to go back to chapter 27 and reread in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 34. Let you know what type of man this man is, because we just got done reading chapter 25 that you sold your birthright. You sold your birthright. You despise. You said, what should it do? What good should it do to you for you? What profit does it do you? And you despised it. So let's go back to the book of chapter 27, book of Genesis, verse 34. Slakia, verse 34. And Esau heard the words of his father, because this is what time when Esau, Slakia, when Isaac blessed Jacob. And yeah, there was a whole thing going about how he had disguised himself as Esau, because again, the angel went to Rebekah. The angel didn't go to Isaac. The angel didn't go to damn sure Esau, and it didn't go to Jacob. But Jacob was a just man. Jacob was a just man, as you read before in the chapters. He was a just and righteous man. He said, "No, this is a lie. I can't do this." But the mother knew better. The mother knew better, only because the angel came to deliver that message. You understand? Deliver that message to go there and then trick your father. Not trick your father, but basically dress up as Esau. And she said, "Let the sin fall upon her, not him." You know what I'm saying? So all she was doing was fulfilling a prophecy, which is righteous on the Most High God. You understand? But we're going to go right here in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 34. And it reads, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with great, exceedingly and bitter cry, and said unto his father, "Bless me, even me also, O my father," because he's bitter. He's a bitter man, Esau. He's a jealous, bitter, disgusting bastard. You understand? And it shows in our history. Again, if you go to the Long Island ISUPK channel and YouTube, understand? You see, he's so bitter. The suppressor is so bitter. He destroyed black towns we had in America. You understand? And he's so bitter because some of these towns was blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians raising up during the time the oppression in America were our oppressor. So-called white man was at his lowest. He was jumping out of buildings during the Great Depression. He couldn't feed his family. But look on the other side, the same people you had in chains, the same people you was raping, the same people you was killing, the same people you was taking their babies and selling them on the other side of the country. These people have risen up. These people are doing well. These people are creating themselves their own economy. And you're so bitter and disgusted that you destroyed Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. You destroyed Rosewood. But if you want to learn more, tune on to the other one. Also, Rob my camera. And look at his series on how they destroyed our towns. You understand? But this is how bitter he is. You understand? The game he thought where he can have his cake and eat it too, where he can lie and get away and still win. This is how Esau is. You understand? But his numbers are his numbers up. Let's keep reading. It's lucky. Verse 35. He said, "My brother Cain in subtitle. He hath taken away thy birthright." Verse 36. He has said, "It is not thy rightly named Jacob, for thou hast supplanted me these 2 times, and taken away my birthright. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessings." And he said, "Hast thou not reserved any blessings for me?" That lets you know right there. That lets you know that these people's forefather, these people's forefather, the so-called white man, the European, the oppressor, their forefather Esau is a bastard, and he's a liar. You understand? He's a deceiver. He's the devil, like the Bible speaks of. The word devil means deceiver. And now you understand what these characteristics of our oppressor is to lie. You know what I'm saying? Because they get it from their father. You understand? Like how they lied to the Native American Indian. You understand? How you in court when you have no money, you have a public defender, and they lie to you saying, "Oh, you're not gonna get this much time," but in the back room they're making deals. Yo, if I give you him, you giving him because they you know what I'm saying? It's like a trading block. You know what I'm saying? All they do is lie. You understand? And let you know that they do lie. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 2. Understand? Salaki. Bear with me, Israel. The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart you work wickedness, because in their heart is nothing but wickedness. In their heart is nothing but wickedness and sin, and in the thought to kill blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, God's chosen people, because it's in their heart, because they are a vessel of dishonor. You understand? Let's keep reading. Salaki. Ye wait violence, Salaki. Ye lay violence of the hands on the earth. Because everywhere this bastard goes, everywhere this goddamn disgusting beast goes, there's nothing but bloodshed, desolation, rape. You know what I'm saying? And the thievery of the natural resources of the land he's invaded. That's who he is. History tells it. History shows it how these people, these European people, these oppressors, so-called white man goes around, takes what it takes, and just destroys. Understand? Let's keep reading. Verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon to lock it. They go slock it. Start it over. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, because that's what he does. That's what he does, because his forefather Esau is a liar. He lied about his birthright. You understand? He lied about everything. That's what he does. He gets his way. One of his ways of getting what he wants to want, his ways of rulership on his world, is lies. And that's why he has to go. That's why Esau has to go. Man, woman, and child, even the goddamn dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm quoting the Ottawa officer 5,000 Hazahab. You know what I'm saying? But they all have to go. His infrastructure, everything he's built has to be destroyed. You understand? Because it's based on lies. You understand? They call the so-called black Hispanics, Native American man, especially Judah, a lazy man. How can we be lazy when we built this country? How can we be lazy? You know what I'm saying? The bones of America, Salaki, America is built of the bones, the dead bones of not only the Gadite Indians, the Semite Indians, but all the Negro. You know what I'm saying? The Benjamite. Not just North America, the Americas. We built this side of the world. We built this side of the world from the sugar kings from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying from the man labor of Salakia, of the indigenous Indians over here, and then in South Central in the Caribbean, North America, you know what I'm saying? But more labor when they took the Southern Kingdom, the Judites, the Benjamites, and the Levites from West Africa and supplanted them throughout the Americas, you understand? America was born on the people who are not desired. And that's something you need to understand, Black, Hispanic, Native American man. Not only is he not only does this oppressor kill us, you know what I'm saying, and tricks us and lies to us, he stole us. Again, he stole us. He stole us and took our identity away. Come on now. You have to wake up and know we have an enemy. You have to understand that the Most High God, like it says in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13, that he hates him. And he hates him so much, he has destruction in light and wait for this goddamn beast. Let's go to the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 5, so you can further understand the Most High God is not dealing with these wicked people. He never has. He never will. The only thing he has for him is destruction and his servitude for the children he's chosen to rule this planet. You understand? Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 5. And it reads, "For her sins have reached unto heaven." And her sins, you gotta understand, like, for your sins to reach unto the heavens, which means you've angered not only the Most High God, but the angels, man. For your sins to reach the angels, to reach heavens and bothered heaven, you understand? Nobody, no man has reached heaven. No man is in the kingdom of heaven besides Christ. And bear with me, Elijah or Elisha Slocky, bear with me, Israel. You know what I'm saying? When the chariots came and swooped them up with the whirlwind. But no other man has walked to heaven. The king, no other man has walked the kingdom of heaven, because we will not go there in the flesh and the physical. Our spirits will go there, like the scriptures say, but our physical bodies will never reach the kingdom of heaven, ever. But the sins of our oppressor have reached there. You understand? Imagine a foul smell that just stinks. It rising all the way to the kingdom of heaven. And that smells the iniquity, the atrocities, you understand? The evilness, the bloodshed, all amounts of evil that's gone, that has been done on the planet Earth from a certain people, a people who are the vessel of dishonor, a people who's destroying this world. All that sin reached into the kingdom of heaven. And you know the Most High God and the angels are bothered by this. And our King Yahushua Mashiach, who's right there by the Most High God right now as we speak, waiting to come back down to free his people, waiting to deliver justice. You understand? He smells this. You know what I mean? It sees the sin of this beast, this parasite, this plague upon this walking, talking plague on the planet Earth. But let's keep reading. Salakia. And the God have remembered her iniquities, because the Most High God remembers her iniquities. The Most High God remembered her iniquities with Christopher Columbus, who sailed in 1492, sailed the ocean blue, came to the island of Hispaniola, left and went back to Europe, came back with murderers, thieves, rapists, to rape, kill, and pillage and just steal. Because when Columbus went back over there to Europe, he told the people who financed his voyage that I think I found the lost. No, I found the lost 10 tribes of Israel. You understand? And it's written in his document. It's written in his books. They say you want to hide anything from a black, Hispanic, Native American man, put it in the book. Well, here in the ISUBK, we got those books. We read those books because now we're not just men of war. You know what I mean, shout out to the class of Hebrew Academy 2022. You understand? But not only that, we're scholars. We crack open those books. We crack open those books to prove everything. We crack open those books to prove everything that the Bible says is true. You understand? We crack open the books like Black India. We crack open the books like from Babylon and Timbuktu to let you know that this goes synonymous with the Bible saying that these wicked people are beating on us. These wicked people are pursuing us with their hatred. These wicked people are hated by the Most High God. You understand? But let's keep reading. Verse 6. Reward her, even as she rewards you, and double unto her according to her works. You understand? And in the cup which she has fulfilled to double. And you gotta ask yourself, what has the oppressor awarded blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and what does it mean to double? The only reward that this oppressor, the so-called white man, the European, these Edomites have awarded us with is death, desolation. You understand? Ripping the father from the household with Section 8 because it's a whole story on that. Section 8 ain't just new. It's been like that. When the oppressor will come over there to the house and see if there are any man boots over there, because if the man's there, they will take a noose and hang him. They will take a noose and hang him. And you look at Section 8, these our sisters can't get a house unless the man is out the house, which lets you know it carries on from then to there, and they don't want a male figure, a masculine figure in the household of every black, Hispanic, Native American man, because they're trying to destroy us. Understand? They're trying to destroy us. We're all her double because what she does, she's putting drugs in our neighborhood, destroying the black and Hispanic Native, destroying the black and the black Hispanic Native American communities. You understand? You see what the crack epidemic did. You see what heroin did. You understand? You see what cocaine did to black Hispanics, Native American Indians, and today we're still selling drugs. Today we want to be kingpins, whatever. Knowing what it's done to us, knowing how it turned a 9 to 5 working mother and father or a decent AB student into a goddamn fiend, a zombie. Completely and utterly destroyed the black and Hispanic Native American Indians. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You can go research this yourself because the CIA tells in America every 20, 40 years they release documents for the public. We didn't bring drugs into the community. We didn't bring drugs into the neighborhood. The CIA admits that drugs was aimed to be put into the ghettos, into the barrios, into the reservations, you understand? It was a plot to destroy God's chosen people. And you can look this up yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go read the goddamn prints. Go read the print how these people are destroying us. And you read why, and you read again right here when it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 6, it says, reward her double. Slock it. It says, reward her even as she's rewarded you. And again, these oppressors have rewarded us with nothing but hatred, malice intentions, rape. Well, we're not going to rape them. I don't want no nasty ass, disgusting dog of a white woman. I want a black and Hispanic Native American woman. The scriptures say, don't they, that interracial marriage is a sin. It's a sin. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a byproduct of interracial marriage, I hope your father is a black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian. I'm saying that means you're a child of him. You're the seed of your father. And get yourself a black or Hispanic Native American man. And that goes for you too, man. Get yourself a black or Hispanic Native American woman. You understand? But reward her double. Reward them double. Don't rape them. Reward her double for what they done to us. You understand? Let's keep reading. It's like a reward unto her double, according to her works. And the cup which she hath fulfilled. So she's getting everything back. Everything back for what she's done to us, you understand? And here's what she's done to us. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. Chapter 49, verse 7. And it reads, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. And when it says the Lord of hosts, and when it's in capital, the Lord, that means the Most High God. And when it says hosts, it means armies. Every army in the world today is under the Most High God. Because you understand, the Most High God dictates the outcome of every battle, every war, everything. So between this war that's going on, every war. So when you see the Revolutionary War, the Most High God wanted America to win. When you see the Civil War, the Most High God wanted the North to win. You understand? Even the Vietnam War, the Most High God wanted the Vietnamese to win. Because you know what? He's the Lord of hosts. He decides the outcome over everything. You understand? But let's keep reading. Is wisdom no more in Talmud? Teman? Is the counsel perished from the prudent of the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? You understand? This is the book of Jeremiah. And especially this chapter 49, including 48, this is the Most High God saying, all those nations who come together, he's paying these nations a visit. Like if you read the book of Psalms, chapter 48, our prayers before we go to camp, you know what I'm saying, they have confederate against thee. This is the Most High God visiting all of them. And he's going to do it again soon. Very soon, he's doing it now. But he's talking about Edom. He's visiting all of them. And he's asking, and he's questioning right now, is the wisdom not with you? Meaning the wisdom of the Most High God. Is it with you, Esau? Because Talmud is Mount Seir. You understand? It's the wisdom, my wisdom with you. Is it with you? You understand? And it says right here, is the counsel perish from thee, from the prudent? And to be prudent, this means you're thinking of the future. So how do you think? How did you not think this was going to go? That you touched my people? What did you think was going to happen? Most of God is asking you, did you not counsel? Did you not know what was going to happen if you touched my love, my firstborn, which is the lost 12 tribes of Israel? You understand? Let's keep reading. Mr. Lockie. Is there wisdom vanished? Again, what were you thinking? Where's your wisdom at? Let's keep reading. Verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitant of Dedan, for I will bring calamity of Esau upon them, and their time that I will visit them. This is the Most High God says he's going to bring calamity to you. And calamity is death, destruction, and desolation. As he did before, he's going to do again. You know what I'm saying? Look at the world right now. We have World War III. All these other nations gearing up right now. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm correct, don't quote me on this. I got to do the math fact. It was on social media, but a brother did click it, so it has to have some. It has validity. A brother from the school that NATO is approaching, has landed in Ukraine near the borders. And if you heard what Putin said, that any NATO reaches, he's not afraid to drop nukes. This is not a prophecy for our King Yahushua to come back. But what I'm saying is that desolation visited Esau at this time, and right now it's playing out right now. Because again, Esau has to be destroyed. Esau will be destroyed. You understand? Well, let's keep reading. Salakia. Verse 8. Nasaki, verse 9. For if grape gatherers came to thee, would they leave some gleaning grapes? Because that's the spirit of these goddamn beasts. You understand? He never has his full. He never says, okay, that's enough. He wants everything because he's a greedy bastard. You understand? He wants all. He wants everything. He wants what you grown, and he wants your mother, your daughter, your son. He wants everything because he's a greedy bastard. You understand? Let's keep reading. Salakia. If the thief by night, they will destroy till they have enough. Because that's another thing. He can't stop killing. He can't stop killing. He wants to kill what he killed and kill what he kills some more. Because that's what he is. It's in his blood. He was born. He was blessed with the sword. You know what I'm saying? Once you finish reading chapter 27 in the book of Genesis, he was blessed with the sword, and the sword is warfare. The sword is going to someone else's land and take and kill and build. He was blessed with the ability to have war. You understand? And history proves that nobody wars like these people, like the European. Nobody wars like the European. You understand? Let's keep reading. Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I'm saying he's made him bare. He's made him bare. You know what bare is? Like your feet is bare. When you step on something hot, you're gonna feel it. You're bare. You're sensitive. You're exposed. You're exposed for everything you've done. You're exposed, and you're being exposed for this whooping that's coming upon you, Esau, because the Most High God is going to visit you for what you've done to the lost soul child of Israel. Your destruction is at hand. You understand? Let's keep reading. I have uncovered thy secret places, and he shall be Islaki, and he shall not be able to hide himself. And the secret place is where he dwells together, where he comes together, scheming up plans, you know what I'm saying, like he did in the Council of Needham, you understand, the Council of Narsia, you understand, like he did in the book of Psalms, chapter 83, you know what I'm saying, come together, the council against thee, the confederate against thee, you understand, like he's done when he's took an identity, you understand, he can't hide that no more. He can't hide the fact that he's stolen an identity, call himself the Jewish man, he call himself the Jew, but he's not the Jew. He's like that. You know what I'm saying? And history tells you that how he became that. He's a coward. He's a coward. It was at a time where these people, these Khazars, were in between a war between Europeans and Arabics. You know what I'm saying? The Europeans had their Catholic, their Christianity, and the Arabics, they had their Salaki, they had their Islam, and they was trying to convert these Khazar people who are now the Jews. You understand? And these Khazar people were the Khazar was a land which was Russia, Ukraine, Turkish, and some other minor Asia countries, but basically European people, Edomites. You understand? So they was in between this war, and they was trying to. Islam was trying to convert these people. Muslims were trying to convert them to Islam, and the Europeans were trying to convert them into Christianity. But what they did, they got our records. They got our records, and they took our records, and then they came to a decision, these Khazarian people, and they came up with Judaism. And the Christians left them alone, and the Muslims left them alone because they know that our records is the reason why they have the Islam, why they have the Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Even though the law, statute, commandments is not Judaism or it's not Judaism, Islam, or Christianity, because all those bastardized versions that these heathens took pieces of and they took it. You understand? But they took Judaism, these Khazar people, and now they became the Jews. You know what I'm saying? And these Christians and Muslims left them alone because they knew that the writings of these Israelites were true. They were true 100%. And they let these Khazar people alone because you know what? We're gonna leave them alone because they took the culture of God's chosen people. We're gonna leave alone, and that's why today they call themselves the Jews. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the history books. Don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? Go do the research yourself. Again, if you want to hide something from Black Hispanics, Native American Indians, put it in the book. Open up your book. The first book it should read is this King James Version Bible, and it's Apocrypha. You understand? But it's a lot here. Where are we at? Bear with me, Israel. Again, it says he should not be able to hide himself, and that's what it is. He should not be able to hide himself because he's being exposed. He's being exposed. He's being exposed to be a murderer, a liar, and a thief. You know what I'm saying? He's being exposed because every time, like the whole Kanye thing, he's true. Kanye, he's telling the truth about him being a Jew. But the thing is, Amalek doesn't like the fact that this truth is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kyrie Irving. The Jewish owner of the Nets is trying to cancel him now because all he did was post a book from Hebrew to Negro. You know what I'm saying? From Hebrews to Negroes. You understand? They will do anything in their power to keep what they stole, and and that's just like the oppressor. That's just like the oppressor when it comes to America when he stole this land from the Native Americans and Hispanics. You understand? Mexico borders reached all the way damn near to the border of Canada today. All that West Coast, that Central and West Coast of America, that was all Mexico. All that belonged to the indigenous people. You understand? But like the white man, the oppressor is, he wants to fight and keep everything he has. You understand? But let's keep reading. Salakia. We're going to go to the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 9. Bear with me, Israel. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 9. And thy mighty man, O Talmud, shall I be dismayed to the end that every one of Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And this is why the Most High God's going to destroy you. Because the Most High God has seen all the sin that reached the heavens, man. He remembers your iniquity. You understand? He remembers what you've done back in the ancient times and what you've done today in modern times. You understand? He remembers you being a CIA agent bringing those drugs into America. He remembers y'all coming together in secret places and your boarding rooms, your meeting rooms, trying to devise a plan to destroy the black and Hispanic community when you put those drugs in the community. And the same meeting plan, how after you put the drugs in the community, you'll have a war on drugs, which give you a legal license to kill blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, just for having it in your damn pocket. If you just abusing a drug, you got 25, 30 years. You understand? Calling yourself tough on drugs when you bought the damn drugs in the community. You understand? He sees, the Most High God sees when you have these cops shooting our brothers who are feared for their lives, riddling them with 90 bullets and 60 into their damn bodies. The Most High God sees that, you understand? So when we read right here in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 9, and it reads, O mighty man of Talmud, shall be dismayed to the end of every one of Mount Esau. And every one of Mount Esau, you understand, this is the way they were inhabited first. Before they took the land of Europe, you know what I'm saying? Because the land of Europe was not inhabited by Edomites. It was inhabited by Japhet, the Japhetic people, who was a son of Noah. And these Japhetic people are the Polynesian people. You know what I'm saying? The Polynesian people, the people of Hawaii, those are Polynesian people, those Japhetic people. You understand? Their land was in the Mount Seir. These are the true cavemen. You understand? Let's keep reading. May be cut off by slaughter. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You understand? The Most High God says slaughter is going to come to you. You're going to be cut off forever for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. And this is your destruction, because you know why? Esau, it came out your mouth, your forefather's mouth. Like it says in the book of Genesis, chapter 27. You know what I'm saying? That he's going to slaughter. He's going to slay his brother. He's going to chase his brother to the ends of the earth, and he's going to try to kill you. You understand? Because he tried to lie. He tried to lie and have his cake and eat it too. He lost at his own game. You understand? This is why you're going to be destroyed. You understand? Well, let's keep reading. Verse 11. And the days that stood, in the days that stood in other side, I'm reading again. In the day that thou stood on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away the captivity by force, and the foreigner entered his gates, and has cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Verse 12. But thou shouldest have not looked on that day of thy brother, and thy brother in the day become a stranger. Neither should thou, have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shalt thou neither shalt thou have spoken proudly in their day of distress. Understand? Because when every time they see us down and low, they smirk. The Most High God sees that. When we're down right now in America, these oppressors, they smile. Or at least he's doing bad to me, you understand? And this is why the Most High God wants to destroy y'all. You understand? He wants to destroy y'all and get rid of y'all as soon as fast as he can, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep reading. Salakia. That was verse 12. Verse 13. Thou shalt have not entered into thy gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou should not have looked into their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. And that's just like today. Look at Harlem. In the day of our calamity, even right now, because we broken the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. That's why we're being punished. That's why we're in the ghettos and the communities. That's what we're doing horribly right now. That's why my brother right now, he gets his car fixed, whatever, gets a brand new car. It won't be strange if he get in a car accident and breaks his legs. Because you know what? We're under the curses because we're not following the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. We'll rather celebrate we'll rather celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. You understand? Than celebrate the Day of Atonement. I mean, celebrating Passover, not Easter, Passover. You know what I'm saying? The blowing of the trumpets. Holidays that the Most High God has given us. You understand? Holidays, you understand? Because we're on these curses. But, like I'm saying, if you look at Harlem, you know what I mean? We're on the calamity because we have drug addiction. We have gangbang. We're poor. You know what I'm saying? Rat infested elevators. You know what I'm saying? Every ghetto, every hood, every ghetto where Black Hispanics, Native American Indians are. You know what I'm saying? But like they come into Harlem, like they do in my neighborhood in North Belport and Long Island, they come to Harlem and they gentrify it. They enter our gates. You understand? They enter our gates, they buy up shops, you know what I'm saying? They push our people out. And knowing that they push our people out, they look at us and they laugh at us. They take away what we have so we can't fight to keep what we have left. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. These goddamn oppressors, y'all know what I'm saying? But right now, that's my time. I'm Precinct Officer 50. Yashua Mialo. This is the Long Island ISUPK class. And this is the ISUPK Commander 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, we let the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that we are indeed the lost 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? We're Jew by blood. You know what I'm saying? Not inheritance. You know what I'm saying? Let's lock it. By inheritance. You know what I'm saying? We didn't take away, we didn't take this out of fear, you understand? And it goes to tell you that we all the lost to sidebar. I know I said the introduction sidebar. Imagine, imagine your great grandfather inherited something and he gives it to his father, his son, and the son give it to his son, and the son give it to his son. But we forgot, you understand? We forgot because A, we were negligent into following our customs, and B, it's been beaten out of us, you understand? And then you have the people who took our records and really and doing the same things we're supposed to be doing. That does not make them, these people, that does not make these people that what your grandfather is, you understand? And these people who took an identity, these are people who call themselves the so-called Jewish man today. And with that, I say shalom, Israel.